Okay, now that's tight. I haven't done that in a while. Always check your tools before pulling the trigger. The original 721 was introduced in the late 1960s. The original tool is made in Australia, was first sold in the United States by Omark and Diamond, was also sold under the brand names of Redhead and Ramset. Ramset still sells the tool, and like the Hilti DX350, the 721 was copied after the patents ran out and is now available through several companies. Disassembly begins by removing the stop cover. Remove the bolt here. We can remove the barrel or piston stop, whichever term you prefer. Remove the barrel. To remove the nose piece, take out this screw here. And the nose piece just slides off. Unlike most tools, the piston of the 721 will not come out from the front of the tool. Inside here there is a soft metal sleeve that acts as a buffer, and it's permanent. It cannot be removed. Lasts the life of the barrel. So to remove the piston, you have to remove the chamber instead. And the piston just pops out. The piston is a nib style piston, and what I mean by that, it has this nib on the end which is used to eject the spent cartridge as you open the tool. This nib will enter the chamber and push the spent cartridge out. Sometimes when putting the pistons back into these tools, it's kind of hard to compress that ring, so you got to be careful not to damage it. Sometimes you can take the nose piece and there, tap it down so that it goes in. If it's difficult, I would suggest taking a brush and cleaning it out a little better. Try to get that in there. Alright, put the barrel back together. To note, the barrel stop or piston stop does have a little bit of room there to move. There's a rubber bumper here to help protect it. As as I mentioned earlier, the 721 is a nib ejection tool. And in those types of tools, when you stick the load in, it sticks out of the chamber like that. When you depress the tool, it pushes the piston down and allows the load to chamber. When you pull the piston back forward, it ejects the cartridge. Now, despite being such a long tool, the 721 only has a capacity of about 1.5 inches. Any pin longer than that will stick out of the end of the tool, and this can interfere with the piston moving. You push the load in, and when you push the tool down, there's a possibility that this pin will not allow the piston to shift downward, and when you pull the trigger, the load will not be completely chambered, and it'll explode outside the chamber and could cause damage and some injury. So never use a pin in a tool it was not designed for.